The next topic is how to win in the corporate workplace. Our speaker, Dr. Elizabeth Carter, she elevates corporate professionals of color from feeling deflated and confused about their career to being seen, heard, and valued so that they can thrive in the workplace. If you're ready, put your hands together for Dr. Elizabeth A. Carter.
Repeat after me. I am a winner.
I am a winner.
There may be minutes when I feel low.
There may be minutes when I feel low.
But many days when I am in the flow.
But many days I am in the flow.
Yes, we are in the flow today in this winning season here at the Winter Summit.
Yes.
And I'm excited for this conversation about how to win in the corporate workplace. Now, I love corporate. I do it all day, every day. But the struggle is real for everybody. Yes. We see people working hard and people hardly working. We've got people helping us climb that hill to our destiny. And there are others who are inadvertently or inadvertently trying to kick us off that hill. There have been many days I didn't know if I was winning or losing. I would feel deflated, confused, unsure about my value. Have you ever had that feeling? Yes. The turning point in my corporate journey was in 2016. I was working that corporate grind, girl. I was shaking hands, kissing babies, waving that company flag. Working late, working weekends, not taking vacation, taking calls at home at 9 o'clock at night. My raises were okay. But what I started to see was people getting hired after me and getting promoted before me. I would have these great presentations, hand them off, and someone else would take credit for them. My conversations with my manager about my trajectory and my journey were weak at best. I knew it was time for a change. They regarded me as a SME, a subject matter expert. But for me, SME meant stalling my elevation to the next level. Only thing being elevated for me was my blood pressure, my cholesterol levels, and my weight. And as I'm trying to get my act together to get off this journey with this company, I got the kick. My job was eliminated due to a company downsize. And I was devastated. Winners don't get fired. Winners don't get laid off. They don't teach losing in college. There's no course for that. We don't know how to cope with unemployment, looking for a job. There's plenty of people to help us, but that's not natural for us. My ego was deflated. I was confused about what to do next. And then I'm unsure. Do I want to stay in corporate? Do I want to go through this grind, this hurt, this pain again? But it was at that moment I realized that corporate needed me. I needed to be that one helping others go up their hill. And I knew the days when I knew I was winning, I was invigorated, I was motivated, I was empowered. So I said, I have to shift my mindset for the next company. I said, hey, Mr. Corporation, yeah, I may work for you, but what I do is for me. And that's not selfish. We spend more waking moments working than doing anything else. We need to ensure that every day we are winning and are doing activities that matter. My question to all of you is, are you winning every day and doing things that matter? Are you always feeling invigorated, feeling energized, empowered, motivated? I love seeing all of you got your pens and paper taking notes. I've got 3 tips for you about how you can win in the corporate workplace. And I love acronyms, as many of us do. WIN is an acronym. First, the W. Know your why. Know your why. We get beat up every single day. The why will be what keeps you grounded and will be the shield against those haters, hoarders, and those with hidden agendas. Here's the tip. Write down the why, word why, 5 times on your piece of paper. You ask yourself first, why? Why am I here? Why am I doing what I do? The second why is the question to your first response, and then so on. Number 2 is I. Make an impact. And it's tough because in corporate, we are working towards someone else's vision and dreams, but we need to have our own also. What I would say to you there is, in the morning when you wake up, think about what problem you will solve today. This way, you are starting off with your own vision and goal. Now, we know during the day we have fire drills, important meetings, people pressuring you for information, question, problems, challenges, conflicts. And by the end of the day, think about what problem you did solve. We are problem solvers all the time. It may not have been your original problem you had in the morning, and it may not even be your problem at all, but you did solve a problem. Make note of that. Those outcomes is what will fuel your conversation with your manager when we talk about what your next is. And the N is never, 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 never change who you are. We often see leaders ahead of us, and we tend to want to emulate their behaviors, their words, their actions. But you don't have to do that. There's room for everybody. There's room for the introverts, the extroverts, the tech geeks, the number geeks. We all have a place in corporate. We just need to find our passion and our zone of genius. What I would say to find a leader that really aligns to who you are. If you're in a meeting and a leader says something or does something, think about, would I have said or done that? If no, then that's not your role model. Find the leader who would emulate who you are in your genuine self. Get on their calendar, be a mentee, be a sponge. Learn about their journey and how they got to where they are, and that will be who will guide you. Those are my tools on how to win in the corporate workplace. Okay, here's the quiz. Sorry, Dr. Cherie. What's the W? Know your why. All right. What's the I? All right. And the N? That is right. Thank you. You are all great listeners. Yes. I am Dr. Elizabeth Carter, your corporate elevation strategist. I work with persons of color to ensure that they have a voice in the corporate workplace. I thank you all for being here today. Let's minimize those lows and maximize those flows.
Yeah.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the summit.
All right, give it up again for Dr. Elizabeth A.